make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination.
Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I have a few extra videos for you guys this week since I am in my craft room creating and all my kids are in school. So today I thought I would use this Thoughtful Branches. I'm just going to use the stamp set, and as you can see, it's out of the case, and I just have mine on the little plastics because I put these in clear envelopes to store. So when there's a stamp set I've decided I'm really going to keep and not get rid of once it retires. If it's photopolymer, I put it in a clear envelope just so that I have room to store more stamp sets. So that's why it's out of the case. So this is Thoughtful Branches. This is an exclusive stamp set and die set for this month only. It's while supplies last. You can get it bundled together with the stamp set and the die set. I have both and I've used both, but today we're just going to use this stamp, and I'm going to show you guys how to do two different cards. One card is going to be really simple, straightforward, then we're going to step the next card up, so that will be fun. I want you guys to make sure you check out my video that I did yesterday, my free card kits for this month. I'll put a card right up here. I have some other kits that I'm giving away as well this month, so with $50 orders you're getting lots of free product from me. So this bundle is just about $50, so it would be perfect to pick up and grab one of those free items that I have available. So let's jump in and get started with the cards. So I'm going to show you a different color scheme that I first did, but I feel like I'm returning to my roots and using Bermuda Bay. So we're going to use Bermuda Bay, Garden Green, Early Espresso, and a little Smoky Slate, which is this kind of a crazy color scheme, but for what we're doing, it's going to work perfect. So I'm starting with two thick Whisper White pieces of cardstock. This is a standard A2 size card, so it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. I've scored it and then folded those in half. This is one piece of Whisper White cardstock, so if you just cut that in half and then score it in half again, you get 2 cards, which is what I usually do. Then we have 2 pieces of Bermuda Bay. This is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, so it's going to give me a layer. And then I have a Whisper White piece where I've taken another 1/4 inch off. So I'm just taking a 1/4 inch off each of my layers. So the first thing that we can do, we'll do the first one, and this is going to be really simple. Okay, so let's put this here, and then we'll zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. And like I said, the first one is going to be really simple. So you're going to grab your Smoky Slate first, and then there's this image right here. So this is a great stamp set because you can build a scene for many different things. So you have this, which is like snowy hills. This is grass right here, so you could do a spring scene or summer scene. And then you have all these different trees. They can be for winter, they can be for summer, spring. I used this image right here for a fall card. I'll put a card right up here, you can check that out, but I just used that image right there for a fall card, and I think I'm even going to stamp this in my planner for September for some fall leaves. So let's start out with this hillside and Smoky Slate. And what we're going to do is use our grid mat and these lines so that everything lines up straight. So I'm going to hang the stamp a little bit off the cardstock. Then we're going to flip the stamp around to give a different angle to it. And again, we're going to hang that off the paper a little bit so that you can see that those hills are just like that. So I probably stamped a little too slow from what I wanted. So we're going to make it work. Okay. So we're done with the Smoky Slate. So then let's grab our Early Espresso. Now, chocolate chip would work with this, or soft suede would work. And we're going to grab this image, which is the part of like the bare tree part, okay? We're going to ink that up, and what we're going to do is start in the very middle of the card. And this is going to help us make sure everything is lined up. So we'll start right here. We're going to start a little bit high. Okay, so then we're going to do 2 more. But these next 2, we're going to do a little bit lower. And then that's helping us space everything out. Not too bad. Everything's pretty straight. And then we're going to grab Garden Green. Another color that would be really good would be Old Olive. And then these are the leaves of the tree. So now we can stamp over these trees. They line up really easy. I really need to re-ink this stamp pad. Garden Green is not a color I use very often, but it's a great grass color or leaf color. Okay, so perfect. So next, we're gonna grab Bermuda Bay. Okay, so we can grab our Wink of Stella. I wanna do that first so I don't smear any of the ink. And I can add a little bit of Wink of Stella down here to the smoky slate, and that's just gonna add a little bit of glitter. So then we can add Bermuda Bay. And this is a little bit low. When we do our next card, I'll do it up a little bit higher like I did before. And let's put this, since it's a little bit lower, let's put it right in the middle, and it'll look like those trees are framing that thank you, which looks pretty good, right? So this is our easy card, and we're just about done. So now we can just grab some adhesive. Pretty easy card, right? And it's cute, but let's do one that is stepped up a little bit. So it's basically all the same steps. We'll start with Smoky Slate. Now we're gonna stamp this up a little bit higher. All right, so I ran this through my Big Shot, and you can see it has all these embossed dots. I thought I had an embossing folder that was Falling Snow. I think we had it in last year's holiday catalog, but I guess I don't have that embossing folder. So I just used one that had small dots, and then I'm using my ATG gun just so that I have really strong adhesive, and we're gonna place this on here. Center that up the best that we can. We'll flip this over and we'll add foam to it. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do is I have these snowflake sequins, and they were from a couple years ago in the catalog. I just had a bunch left over. And then I also have a little bag of these sequins, which are just these iridescent sequins. I'm going to take some of those out, and we're going to put all of these all over this card, and I'm going to use glue dots to do that. So I just have my glue dot roll, and all I do is stick them here on the glue dots and then put them on the card. I'm going to do about 5 snowflakes. That's a good number. So then you can see that we have the sequence and the white snowflakes. You can see them a little bit better in person. They don't pick up really well on the card, but in person you can really see them. And then the other thing that you could do is also put rhinestones in the middle of the snowflakes so they picked up a little bit more. So we have one that is really simple, and then the other one is stepped up a little bit. So I also did these cards in red with a red background, and then it's real red, and then the thank you is in red. So I would love to know which one you like better, either the red or the Bermuda Bay, and then I'd love to know which you like better. The simple version, not much to it, just kind of a single layer stamping, or the stepped up version with the sequence and the embossing folder. So there'll be a photo of both of these sets of cards over on my coordinating blog post. You can get to it by clicking up here or down in the YouTube description. You can see photos of this project. You can pin it to Pinterest, and you can pick up any of these supplies that I used for my online Stampin' Up! Store. This bundle is only available while supplies last, and it's only available this month. So if you like this stamp set and the die set, you'll want to pick it up right away. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will be back to hang out with you again and share another project with you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I have 2 other videos here for you guys. The first one is the simple thank you cards I created for teacher gifts at the beginning of the week. And then the second video is another set of cards that I made using the Thoughtful Branches the die set and the stamp set. So I hope that you will check those out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you will come back tomorrow for another video. Have a great day, guys.